Tracy Repchuk here, and I'm doing a live broadcast from in my backyard right now. I had to come outside and do this. I didn't want it to be inside, simply because it's like the last day of summer. For those of you who haven't been following, I'm in Nova Scotia right now, and trust me, September 1 comes along and click, it's like 13 to 15 degrees, immediately colder. And so I am getting the last bits of the sunshine for today, and then I'm going to be talking to you about the last quarter. It's a question I get all the time. It's a question that I take up with my mastermind members. And for those of you who comment below, we'll actually send you a recording that I did for my mastermind members, going through all of the steps of how do you plan out your September, October. I'm going to just kind of touch basis on some of the things that you need to be aware of and start to plan for based on where we are. So September, right? Some of the trends that you want to take a look at are the back to school concept, and things like that, right? End of summer sales, etc. And so you want to really start to plan for that kick of October, November, and December, because those are the power months. If you have heard of, the Black Friday, which I'll talk about in a minute, that's the moment that retailers start to now make a profit. So they can spend their entire year from January to November in the black, not making the money that they need to be making to have a profit, right? And so hopefully you're not in that situation. What I like to do is plan for that cash injection, that kind of year end, let's really go out with the bang, let's really get the results that we're looking for to make this like the best year ever, right? Hey, one of my program names, in fact, for those of you who have also been following with my back to school specials, you'll see that everything that I'm always talking about with you are things that I do, and are things that I do with my clients as well. So September, leverage the back to school and start to plan out what are you going to do. You want to plan for October. You want to take a look at that October Halloween concepts, right? Don't be afraid. It's just because it's Halloween doesn't mean that you shouldn't attend or shouldn't take a look at this or whatever, right? You want to start to leverage the trends of what's going on. November is the big month, right? Here you want to make sure that you're leveraging Thanksgiving, you're leveraging Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and Giving Tuesday. So these are the dates that you want to really start to plan for now. I mean, that feels like a long way away, but you want some sort of campaign. What are you going to give away on those days, or what are you going to do on those days to get some money in the door, right? So the whole concept of that is to either get them with a lead gen, right? Whether you're doing a webinar, a little mini training, an event, something to get them in the door. And then, of course, now you have them in your list. Now you can nurture them. Now that you can move them to a strategy session. And, of course, then you can move them to your bigger programs. But what's great about that November cycle is everyone's in that buying mood. And so they're going to spend $27, $47, $97, $7, $17. All of these are fast, rapid action buy amounts. And so plan for something that during that, and make it a big thing, right? Make it hey, if you have assets, digital assets worth $2,000 that people have leveraged in your programs prior to that, bundle it all together and give it away for $24. That's what I'm going to be doing. $1,700 worth of products for $24. And so now that will really get somebody to buy into what you do, find out more about what you do, and then it'll give you that ability for you to nurture them through the end of November and into December. And then when it comes to December, a lot of people think it's like cycle downtime. There's Christmas, right? There's a lot of people that don't celebrate Christmas. And more importantly, there's a lot of people that during December 26th, that last week, that's a huge selling week. I've leveraged that week like for the 40 years I've been in business, right? So most people are sitting around bored, right? A lot of them have maybe taken time off, but as an entrepreneur, a lot of people don't really take time off. They might not be working like they normally do in the office, or maybe they're with their kids, whatever the situation is. But they're looking for something to do. And this is where that webinar, every single year at that last week, I do a webinar about launching your goals, right? It's the same process that I'm already doing, which is, mapping out my goals for, the next year. So I might as well do it with you. I might as well show you what I do. So I invite people to a webinar. I help them, take them through my 6-step process of mapping out goals. And then I move it forward to that next step. Hey, if you have goals that you want to accomplish, if you're ready to play big, if you're ready to go all out, schedule a strategy session with me. Or I may even sell a program depending on how many registrations I've got, things of that nature. It all depends on what's happening based on the statistics. So if you have questions, you're welcome to answer me. This isn't a one-way conversation. That's why it's called a live. But I just wanted to be sure to get you set for this upcoming quarter that can be your biggest earning. You can make as much in this next quarter as you did all year long. And some of the reasons are really good planning, but some of the other reasons are all that work you've been doing till now. If it didn't kind of produce the income you were hoping, then maybe it was the seed planting to this last quarter. I like to call this the harvest season, right? You planted those seeds and you've been working hard and you've been tilling them and watering them and nurturing and taking care. Now it's time to harvest. That last quarter is all about the harvest. So that's been about it. Comment below and just say anything you want, but the bottom line is I'm happy to get you the whole training I have on this that I did with my mastermind group to help you guys see what's next, and to let you know that I'm going to be coming on 3 times a week, and we're going to make this a regular thing. So also start to submit your questions and start to submit the topics you would like me to talk about. Somebody's already submitted they're interested in like market reach type of questions. So I will definitely be talking about marketing. I will definitely be talking about social media. I can talk about LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, procedures, groups. But my favorite topic, how to make money, right? How do you do something that makes the cash register ring? Which of course is your #1 priority as the CEO of your company. Anyway, Tracy Repchuk here. I look forward to seeing you the next time I go live and in my feed somewhere. Have a great rest of your day. Say goodbye to summer.